Hello, and thanks for listening to Digicart 2. This digital recorder combines outstanding audio quality with a powerful set of features, and the familiar record, play, and stop buttons operate just like a conventional tape transport, so you can get right to work. Digicart 2 offers direct access to thousands of cuts stored on its internal hard disk. Rugged high-density removable disks can also be used for additional storage or for quick backups and transfers. Every cut you record can have its own unique name.
I doubt it. They would mostly not. She is, hang on. There she is.
Yes. The little manufacturer should bring it in Southwest England. She's headed and they're not because there's not.
You switch seats on it? Maybe. I want to switch it?
Hey, Senator. Good to see you as well.
of Article 5 of the Indiana Constitution, the Indiana General Assembly is convened for the purpose of hearing a message from the governor. Ladies and gentlemen of the House and Senate and distinguished guests, accompanied and escorted by Senators Deary, Alting, Randolph, Niezgodsky, and Representatives Lehman, Smaltz, Arrington, and Pryor, it is now my high and distinguished honor to introduce our 52nd governor of the state of Indiana, Governor Mike Braun.
Okay. Tom.
Thank you. President Pro Tem Bray, Speaker Houston, Lieutenant Governor Beckwith, Chief Judge Tavitas, Chief Justice Rush, members of the General Assembly, honored guests, Maureen, and family. Welcome. In 2025, our message was clear. Indiana is open for business. Indiana's real GDP is growing faster than the national rate. We're growing double the rate of Illinois, double the rate of Ohio, triple Kentucky's rate, and 6 times the rate of Michigan's. That's something. The time is now, and the place is Indiana, and the state of our state is strong. You've all heard it, and it's true. Affordability is the highest priority. The last DC administration unleashed inflation that's still making it hard for families to get by. Spent my life as a job creator. I know the most important part of affordability is new jobs and higher wages. Average hourly earnings for Hoosiers rose 1% last year.
and wages in Indiana are growing faster than the national average. 2 years ago, you'll like this, 2 years ago, we spent an average of $46,000 to bring a job to Indiana. Now we're spending about a third of that, $15,000, and the average wage for those jobs is up 10%, meaning another $7,500 a year. That's news. Utility rates are too high. I hear it all the time. Same thing with property taxes a year ago. We did something about it. That's why I appointed a new advocate for Hoosiers to hold the line on utility price hikes. Abby Gray, the state's official consumer advocate, is with us this evening. Abby, where are you at? The first time a request came to her asking for a rate increase, she responded with a recommendation for a decrease. I love that, Abby. Thank you for partnering with me to protect Hoosiers from utility rate hikes that don't make sense. Affordability is why I support Representative Elena Schonkweiler's bill to hold investor-owned utilities accountable to provide affordable energy before they can increase their profit margin. And talk about taking action. When I appointed 3 ratepayer-conscious members, now constituting a majority, to the IURC to make decisions in the public interest to ensure utilities provide service at just and reasonable rates. Let's talk about data centers. Hoosiers are concerned about their electricity rates going up to pay for them. AI is going to be the key to jobs of the future, but data centers can't stick Hoosiers with the power bill. Companies that want big, Companies that want big power in Indiana should pay their own way. Just spoke to somebody a bit ago. They're willing to do it. Amazon, for example, is building a $15 billion data center in Northwest Indiana. They're going to pay for every cent of that new power. They're willing to do it and then some. If other companies will follow this model, we'll lead the country in the AI race, and Hoosiers electric rates won't go up, they'll go down. Running a business, it was never an easy equation. You had to do things that sometimes seem rough, but if you address the market, we can do that, and if we lead, we'll be in the catbird seat. Another weight on Hoosiers' wallets when I took office was property taxes. It's a major driver of the affordability crisis. That's why I led the way to historic, meaningful property tax reform. Our historic tax cut on property taxes, $1.5 billion over 3 years. It ensures local governments have resources for essential services, and Hoosier homeowners can keep more of their money in their pocket. There are too many Hoosiers who can't afford to own a home at all. Home prices have surged because we aren't building enough, and unnecessary regulations are driving up costs. Representative Doug Miller has a bill that will get government out of the way, make it easier for Hoosiers chasing the American dream to buy their own home. I support it 100%. You've all heard me harp on this subject. Healthcare is too darn expensive. As a business owner, I know how important it is to provide employees high-quality health care covering pre-existing conditions, and so that people have access to it as well at an affordable price. I built a health care plan in my company that hasn't had a premium increase in 18 years based on principles that make sense. wellness and prevention, not expensive remediation. I've spent more time with hospital CEOs and insurance companies. I want all of us to work on that. It's the biggest part of our economy. It shouldn't cost us that much. We need to do something about it. Last session, we took major steps to put patients in charge of their health care and cut prices through transparency and accountability. I introduced a bill in the U.S. Senate that now Roger Marshall and John Hickenlooper are taking up based on those same principles. It took a long time to get there. We'll be quicker. This year, Senator Justin Bush, Representative Martin Carball, and Representative Julie McGuire have proposed pieces of legislation that will keep Hoosiers out of crushing medical debt. We need creative solutions to make healthcare affordable and protect families from predatory collections to boot. You know what else makes life more affordable? The government spending less of your money. We tightened our belts with the budget this year, with the majority of Indiana state agencies operating with 10% cuts, not knowing that we were going to have a budget shortfall that we contended with. That set the stage. And that projected budget shortfall last year has been neutralized, and next year's revenue forecast shows strong growth across the board. We cracked down on waste, fraud, and abuse, and our efforts have received national attention. While some states are in the news for billions in Medicare and Medicaid fraud, Indiana has found $465 million in savings just this year. Indiana is making Medicaid responsible and sustainable for those who need it most. For Medicaid recipients who can work requirements foster self-sufficiency and build a foundation for better life. I want to thank Senator Chris Garton for Senate Bill 1, which codifies several of the actions we've taken already and positions us to lead the nation. Thank you, Chris. We're continuing to deliver high-quality, essential services that Hoosiers rely on, while you keep more of your money because it's not ours, it's yours. When something was broken, we didn't wait for permission, we fixed it. You're gonna get that out of me. I've asked all of you to bring good ideas to me, especially on the healthcare arena, and we can set ourselves apart from the rest of the country. I looked at what former Governor Daniels did at Purdue by freezing tuition and asked, why can't they all do that? Well, he did it for 10 years and then they continued it for another 3. Now, every public university in the state of Indiana has frozen tuition and mandatory fees for the next 2 years. It took action on common sense matters like protecting girls' sports, took action to ensure food stamps are used for their intended purpose, real food, not junk food, and we're getting better results from education to boot. What we've done in the prior administration with all your help, after decades of trying to get it done, Indiana now has universal school choice. Competition and choice are good things. And we've always funded public education to the best amount as well, and we'll continue to do so. This fall, every Hoosier parent will have the opportunity to choose a school that best fits their child's needs. Last year's budget had some hard decisions, but the first thing we did was fully fund K through 12 education, like I mentioned earlier. More money is making its way to teachers and classrooms and less the overhead. That makes sense. We raised starting teacher salaries by $5,000 a year so we can recruit the best, and we need to keep moving in that direction. We're hitting all-time records on literacy scores and graduation rates. Everything we did was based around one simple principle. Parents are in charge of their own kids' education. I support Jeff Rotz's bill to limit cell phone use in schools and give parents veto power over their kids and the social media. And that's a decision for you to make as parents, not big tech. And I want to thank Dr. Katie Jenner for your leadership in improving education for Hoosier kids. What you've done in the past administration and in this one is amazing. Keep it up. Speaking of a new advisor on education policy, you may not know who this is going to be. A 9-year-old named Jack Gibson from down in Shoals, my neck of the woods, he asked me if I could delay school on Tuesday morning so he can stay up late and watch the Hoosiers win on Monday. I really like the sound of that. I'll leave it up to each school district to decide, but I think that sounds like a hell of a good idea. I do want to thank my new advisor, Jack, for a great idea. Go Hoosiers. We're going to grow our economy to help Hoosiers get better jobs. We need to make childcare more affordable and available. That's why I look forward to digging in during the budget session to see what we can do to invest in lowering childcare costs. I'd like to see a program where businesses have skin in the game as well. They benefit from it. We did it many years ago. We need to get back to it. Indiana is the best place in America to create jobs, and that's going to be part of it to make sure workforce comes along to do it. I've been all over the state breaking ground on new projects, creating thousands of new high-wage jobs. Here's to name a few of them. Incog Biopharma is creating 792 jobs in Fishers. AutoCam Medical Devices is adding 300 jobs in Kosciuszko County. Kratos Defense is creating 628 high-wage jobs in my neck of the woods at Crane. Caterpillar is making their biggest manufacturing expansion in company history in Lafayette. And I already mentioned Amazon's 1,100 jobs up in the region. Project after project, industry after industry, the story is the same. Indiana is Midwest's growth engine for more jobs and bigger paychecks. And while on the subject of business coming to the region, U.S. Steel is growing. The Whiting refinery is expanding. And with our strong business environment, it's not surprising that another organization has noticed that Indiana is open for business, the Chicago Bears. I think Mayor McDermott is here this evening, and all I can tell you is we are working hard to bring the Chicago Bears to the Hoosier State so they can really see what a great place is to have a business. We'll work hard to do it. Let's get it across the finish line. We're investing in hardworking Hoosiers. Tonight in the audience, we have Lonnie Camp, paramedic with Tri-County Ambulance Services. Lonnie upskilled through the program, and his hourly wage is now 25% higher than what it was a year ago. It's called Power Up. Lonnie, congratulations to you for growing your professional skills while growing your paycheck. That meant that if you invested in it, you had to get at least a 25 to 30% increase, and that occurred there. Tonight's been all about affordability, but I want to take a moment to recognize the incredible work of our Indiana State Police. Arguably, public safety is what makes most of us feel secure about building a family, building an office. When I took office, I asked State Police Superintendent Anthony Scott to crack down on drug trafficking on our highways. The ISP launched a full-scale program to stop narcotics before they make it to our communities. They seized over 1,300 pounds of cocaine from bulk shipments in 2025. Troopers also seized 84 pounds of heroin and fentanyl, double what they took off the street the year prior. And just last week, the Indiana State Police seized over 300 pounds of cocaine in one traffic stop with an estimated street value of $7 million. Amazing. And listen to this. These efforts saved lives. In 1 year, overdose deaths dropped over 60%, from 1,610 in 2024 to 562 last year. That's hundreds of Hoosiers' lives saved. Thank you. Last year, we increased penalties on repeat violent criminals and drug dealers. We have to make sure that when the most violent criminals are arrested, they aren't just turned back out on the streets. That's why I support bills by Senator Eric Cook, Senator Aaron Freeman to amend our Constitution to allow for preventive detention. Hoosiers are compassionate people. We feel for those who are dealing with homelessness, but we also must set clear expectations for the use of public spaces. And I support local solutions that will help those individuals and keep Hoosier families safe in our cities. Last year, the state police also launched Operation Guardian Angel to save children from abuse, resulting in 48 arrests already. I support Representative Wendy McNamara's bill to help our state police put more child predators behind bars. I want to say thank you to every law enforcement officer in the state for the work you're doing to protect Hoosiers. We will always back the blue. Also want to thank Major General Larry Munich in the Indiana National Guard for all they do to serve our state and keep our nation safe. Thank you, General Munich. You do a great job. Our troops are out there in D.C. currently. They are always on call to help us as Hoosiers and across the country. Give it up for them. I am so proud of the work we've done to make Indiana a better, more affordable place to build a life. My administration has people from up and down the state. We have Butler fans, we have Notre Dame fans, we have Purdue fans. But on Monday, I expect to see all of them wearing cream and crimson. So go Hoosiers. Let's get it across the finish line. On and off the football field, Indiana is winning big. We have secured big wins already to make life more affordable for Hoosier workers, and there's much, much more to do. Together, we can make Indiana the state where your dollar goes further, where opportunity abounds for all who are willing to work hard, and where every Hoosier worker can build the life they deserve. Thank you, and God bless the great state of Indiana.
Thank you for joining Indiana Public Broadcasting's coverage of the 2026 State of the State Address from the